Ladies and gentlemen, if you would join with me at this time, the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Well, today's here. It's been it's certainly long overdue to show the love and support and the thank you to Buddy. Buddy has been unbelievable in this community. I've had the pleasure for the last 20 years to work alongside with him on different things, and he just never says no. And then when he has a day off in East Boston, he'll go to Revere or somewhere else to try to help them. So certainly it couldn't be more of a deserving tribute to this man. And it's nice to see that he's here to enjoy the day, to enjoy all you people to come out and support and show your love for him. I just want to thank a few people. I'm going to try to do this and not forget anyone, but the first one I have to thank by far is a man that I've only known for now 5 years, and he's just sensational. He represents the city of Boston. He represents each and every one of us every day. But more importantly, when I pick up the phone, and I do all the time, man, and ask for a favor, he's there in a heartbeat. He's there for all of us in East Boston. He's there for every project. He pays attention to everything that goes on in every need of this community. When I first met him, he looked me straight in the eye and he said to me, "I need your support and I'm going to win." And by God, he worked harder than any person I know, and he became the mayor of this great city. But more importantly, he became a friend to each and every one of us. And for that, I am honored to say he's my dear friend, and I'd like to say thank you to the mayor of the city of Boston, Marty Walsh. Thank you, sir. And then it goes into the community itself, where we have elected officials such as Councilor Sal Lamartina, Adrian Madaro, and Joey Boncory, who do this every day, one thing, and that's to be our friend. Then there are the people that are behind the scenes that work, and we ask something for them in many different aspects of the city, and they're always there for us, and that happens to be, in this particular case, the Commissioner of BTD, Gina Fandaca, who in a minute's notice said, "Yes, Joe, we'll get it done." So because of all those people, we're here today. It has nothing to do with me or anyone else. It's because of those people that care and love East Boston. So I'd like to, right now, ask Father John, before we begin, because I did skip on that, sorry, Father, to come up and say a prayer. Father, where are you? Right in front of you. Oh, stop hiding.
Let's be thankful as we gather this morning. Dear Lord, as we gather on this beautiful day to give tribute, respect, and honor to a man everybody calls Buddy, years from now, young people will see this sign, this park, and say, "Who was Buddy Mangini?" The answer is a humble man, a good man, a man who would do anything for anyone, a man who is loved, not because what he does, but who he is. A man who made East Boston a place where young people can grow and hopefully take his place someday. We bless this park, we bless Buddy with many years of being a beacon in our community. Bless him with good health to continue his work. May this day be a testimony of Buddy's service to our community, and may we see in him a person to follow and help all our brothers and sisters. Amen.
Thank you, Father. We're going to have a couple of, obviously the mayor's going to speak here because he has a busy schedule, and Representative Madaro has a commitment back at the State House. So here we're going to have those two elected officials speak, and then we're going to go back to the Yacht Club to remind you all that you're invited back there around 11:30, 12 o'clock to enjoy lunch with Buddy, and back there with Sal and I just saw Counselor it didn't. Anissa, Counselor Anissa come over to say, City Councilor at Large, Anissa, George. I didn't see it, sorry. But we will be going back to the Yacht Club, so don't forget the festivities go on back there. But I'd like to introduce right now City Councilor, Representative Adrian Madaro, who cannot be with us at the Yacht Club, to come up before we do the presentation.
How about a round of applause for Big Joe Ruggiero, who is really the driving force behind this whole event. Joe, to you and your family, thank you. It's hard to follow what Father John and Joe said about Buddy, but I'm going to be very brief because it's cold and because I think it really can be as simple as this. I'm 28 years old. I'm just starting my career in East Boston as an elected official. If I am able to accomplish one fraction of what Buddy Mangini has done for this neighborhood, I'll know that I've left my mark in this neighborhood. Buddy, you're an incredible man. The Chamber, the Kiwanis, you name it, Buddy's involved. And like Joe said, Buddy has never, ever said no. We are a better community because of Buddy's service. And this couldn't be a better honor to recognize his years of dedication and commitment to Eastie. Buddy, congratulations and well deserved. Now I'd like to call up a dear friend of East Boston, someone who immediately wanted to make this happen when Joe Ruggiero reached out, Mayor Marty Walsh.
Thank you, Representative. And I want to first of all thank Representative Madaro for all his great work. And in case you haven't known this, he got elected by his peers as the chairman of the Boston delegation at the State House. So I want to congratulate him on that. A great honor for a guy who hasn't been in the House that long. A great honor to have your peers elect you to lead them in the delegation. And it's an important job, it's an important role, because his job will not only be fighting for East Boston, but also fighting for the entire city when it comes to the budget. So I look forward to working with you, Representative. Thank you. I also want to, Joe Boncori's here. Joey Boncori's here. I want to thank Senator Boncori and Sala Martina and Anissa Sabi George. Anissa grew up in Dorchester. We grew up on the same street, but you'd swear she's from East Boston. She had more signs in Eastie than in Dorchester. And, we're blessed to have a great delegation here working together on so many great issues. We're here to honor a man who's an incredible person, incredible human being. We also have Mayor Danny Rizzo, former Mayor of Revere, with us. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mayor Rizzo, for being with us today. Buddy's contributions to the community are deep. And I just want to go through a couple of right here, just so you hear this. Elected president of the East Boston Chamber of Commerce, named East Boston's Person of the Year in 2016, general chairman of the Columbus Day Parade for the last 25 years, member of the East Boston Kiwanis Club since 1994. He has organized annual senior picnics, bike safety days, Kiwanis One Day of Service, cleanups at Bell Island Marsh, reading programs at Eastie Elementary schools, not just one, the schools, all of them, involvement in the high school. He works with special needs groups and kids during holidays. He's a member of the East Boston Pride Day Committee. He's a director of the Board of Directors of the Boys and Girls Club. He's a director of the East Boston YMCA. He's a director on the Freedom Foundation Bay State Chapter, president of the Holy Name Society of the Sacred Heart Parish in Eastie, member of the Semper Avanti Lodge. I got that wrong, and I'm going to correct later. Sons of Italy. The Irish guy stumbles over the Italian name. Sorry about that. Financial Secretary of the St. Francis Council, Knights of Columbus, just to name a few. And when you think about our communities, and you think about who we are as a society, what makes neighborhoods great is people like Buddy. It's their involvement. Somebody who raises their family, works in their home, and then comes back and gives back to the community. But for me personally, being here today means an awful lot. 4 years ago, I came over to East Boston, and I met young Joe Ruggiero, and he introduced me to his dad. And I was a candidate for mayor of Boston. And I didn't know a lot of people in East. I knew enough people. I knew Sal. I knew Anthony Petroselli. I knew them from working with them in the State House. I knew Gina working at City Hall, and I knew the Tierney family. I knew a lot of other family, Travellini families, I knew a lot of people in East, but I didn't have a base of support when I was running for mayor. And when I met Joe, there was a man to his left, and I met this guy, Buddy Mangini. And for the next 9 months, anytime that I came to East Boston, he was by my side, along with Big Joe. And he wasn't asking for anything. He got involved with a kid from Dorchester. He didn't know who I was. And for that 9 months, I was honored to meet great friends. And there are people that impact you. Any one of us, when you run for office the first time, or when you run for a new office, you never forget some of the people you meet along the way. And I say this a lot. I think I said this to Adrian when he first started running for rep. I said there are people that are gonna disappoint you, lifelong friends that you're gonna think are with you all the time, and they'll be there in a campaign. And then there are gonna be people you don't even know that you're gonna build lifelong relationships with that will never come back and ask you for anything. Well, Buddy's one of those guys. He's one of those people. And as I get to know him more and understand what he does, it was about community, about giving back, and about being there for other people. And that's what we need more of in today's world. We get caught up in watching TV and seeing all the things that's happening in Washington, and we lose sight a little bit about what's actually in front of us. And what made our neighborhoods great aren't necessarily the presidents and the mayors and the elected officials. What makes our neighborhood great are the average people who do average things every single day and give back to our community. And the people that we need to be recognizing are those people. And Buddy is one of those people that I am honored today to be standing here as mayor of the city of Boston alongside my colleagues in government. But most importantly, I'm honored to be sitting next to you, Buddy, as your friend to share this very special day with you. This is an honor that you earned. You earned this honor as much as any naming of any building or any square or any street in the history of our city. This is a square, I can guarantee you that this will be kept up. And I guarantee you it will be a lot different as time moves forward. We will replace the brick with grass and other things, and I look forward to doing that. But, Buddy, thank you for your service to the people of East Boston, to the people of Boston, to the people of Revere, Winthrop, and anyone you've ever touched and affected. Thank you very much. And just real quick, and I should have done this, another great man, Father John. Thank you, Father John, for everything you do for our young people as well. Thank you, Mayor. Well, Buddy, would you like to say something? Are you at the yacht club? Okay. All right. I just wanted to check on the big guy. I don't want to disappoint him. It's ironic that if we're here today in the cold, in the beginning of in October, we were going to be standing over there, but it decided to have a monsoon. So at least it's not snowing, and at least it's not a blizzard. So we are fortunate to have sun out today. I think without further ado, we should go over and open or dedicate the square the way it should be. The sign is up there thanks to the BTD and Gina and her staff. It is there. And I'm going to ask Buddy if you can get up and get a little hand and come over there. 3, 2, 1. Hey! And forevermore it will be known as the Albert Buddy Mangini Square. Congratulations, Buddy. We love you.